This is an exciting time for the great leader. He's got most of America eating out of his tiny little hands, and now he's picking off one quaking country after another. Think of it, the entire world is being sucked into the diseased mind of a practicing psychopath. Not bad for a convicted real estate huckster from Queens who wants nothing more than all the power, all the money, and all the attention normally reserved for a colicky infant. As he takes a sweaty, vulgar, unearned victory lap, he stops only to demand the Nobel Peace Prize for his unconstitutional, unprovoked attack, as if Iranians are responding to the bombing by chilling out with the Serenity Prayer. Surveying the wreckage of the angry, fearful, broken country he has conquered, what can stop him? Not Congress, which now exists as a cheering, leering, self-aggrandizing studio audience, wildly applauding each step in the ongoing destruction of the Republic. Not the Supreme Court led by John Roberts, the Ted Bundy of American jurisprudence, a polite, courtly gentleman who leads old ladies across the street and stuffs them in a dumpster. This court was handpicked to reboot the Constitution as a manifesto for a white nationalist theocracy, making America safe for kinos, Christians in name only, who invoke Jesus only when convicted of rape, pedophilia, or ransacking charities to pay for their phalanx of sex workers. This court has declared open season on gays, trans people, immigrants, blacks, Muslim, and anyone who hasn't donated their brain and their soul to the great leader's diabolical hate machine. Not the press, which earnestly reports on the great leader as if he's a legitimate president, not a traitorous felon whose bloodthirsty, cop-killing cultist wears intent on overthrowing our country as the 9/11 terrorists. And sadly, not democratic leaders who issue carefully worded procedural objections as the great leader's mass stormtroopers kidnap immigrants, rip them from their family, and deport them to a distant circle of hell. So who does that leave? Us. We the people are the last line of defense, and when we stand strong and stand together, we are more than enough. Wherever we lead, the leaders will follow. As Helen Keller said in 1913, this is not a time of gentleness, of timid beginnings. It is a time for loud-voiced, open speech and fearless thinking, a time radiant with new ideals, new hopes of true democracy. I am a child of my generation, and I rejoice that I live in such a splendidly disturbing time. Onward.